Hey, what's up, everyone? So, listen, Cassie Ref here. Um, Obviously, you probably already know. If you don't know, I talk about a lot of different things: law of attraction, positivity, um, balance, everything. Mental health lately, mental health, alcohol, stuff like that. Because that's just been what's going on. And it's all right. It really is. So here's the deal. I relapsed again. Okay, so. And I wasn't taking my meds properly. Like, we needed to do a med adjustment, okay? And it's kind of hard for me to talk about because, well, it all sort of made sense for me last night. Um, so, and this is really hard to admit publicly, but like, I still am what I say I am, right? Like, I choose what I believe, and I can choose happiness and positivity no matter what the circumstance is. I will not let it's not gonna deter me from the past. I'm gonna freaking keep going, man. Like, I'm gonna always point forward. I'm gonna always. I don't think I could. I mean, I don't want to say never. Never say never. Whatever. I can't say that because I don't know for sure. But like, I do know there has been a consistency in like. I recovered kind of from the like I'm gonna kill myself kind of thing, right? So I'll always move forward. Okay, so anyways, let me get to the point. So I went to the psychiatric ward, and I asked them this time. I said, "What's my primary diagnosis? What's my top like three? What's my things? And I'm diagnosed with bipolar 1 and borderline personality and ADHD. Well, see, my thing is like I'm not those things, right? Like, that doesn't define me. That's not who I am. Like, I can't see it for life or forever, whatever. It's a journey, It's meant to not necessarily say to be taken lightly. Let me mute this real quick. But I was watching some videos on bipolar 1 and mania and manic episodes and things of that nature, and this one gal said, the best part of my mania is I had the most profound spiritual experience of my life, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I kind of just started crying because everything she was saying anyways was making sense, and it was lining up with it. Just my whole life made sense as this lady was talking. ADHD and borderline has never really like completely clicked or whatever, but that it hit home, man. And so like I started crying, and I'm like, dude, like this makes too much sense. So I'm bipolar 1, right? Okay, per the doctor, per the psychiatrist. Okay, but then I have this thing over here where it's like I am what I say I am, and I'm capable of doing whatever it is I want in my life. All the power is within, right? And it is, and that's true. However, a lot of the things I researched last night and looked up really was fitting. It really freaking was. And it just sucks, man. Like it's. Well, I don't want to be a downer, but like, I'm still, like I said, I'm not defined by those things, but the things she was saying about the manic episodes and a lot of bipolars have a lot of these grandiose spiritual awakenings or spiritual experiences, and eventually we kind of come down from it because we use so much of our brain power, right? Like, we're operating at such a high level, which is what I've been doing, right? And we come down essentially, but then does that discount the spiritual awakening that I had? Does that mean you can just chalk that up to mania? Like, I don't think so, man, because that one I had when I was 21, like, dude, I felt just pure love, man, and joy. I didn't feel grandiose. I didn't feel like I was heightened, I was ascended, but I felt like was that experience I had, I felt like everyone should have. Like, it was like, and I was 100% sober. It was like I don't know, I've never done hallucinogens or ayahuasca or anything, but whatever I experienced there was, I don't know, I've never experienced hallucinogens or anything like that, but from what I've heard, I had that completely sober. It's a miracle that I had that, But I've also had a lot of moments in my life too where I'm doing really good, man. I'm freaking jazzed about what's going on, blah, 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 and then what? I relapse, right? Have I ever been consistently sober for like a year or two? a year maybe at the most. But like, have I ever consistently just like, okay, I'm like 10 years sober now, and I got this job I've been working at for 5 years, and now I've got a car that I like. No, I haven't. I have not had that consistency or that complete self-discipline for a period of time. So with that being said, I go back and forth in my mind of like, all right, okay, so you guys are saying I'm bipolar. Bipolar 1, which is we're on the more manic side of things, right? Like we're more like this girl was saying too, like I'll sit there and just research. She researched like quantum physics for like 3 months straight and just retained all the information and was just like, you know? And like, I have somebody in my life too that, goes to AA meetings that has kind of always like dabbled with me being manic, but I just thought it was a light joke. But the more it got serious and the more it came around, it was like, like maybe there's something to it. But can you see the mental battle of like, I am what I say I am, and a diagnosis does not define me, right? But there's over here where they're talking, and I'm researching it, and it all makes sense. Like it felt like my whole life made sense when this lady was talking about her bipolar and mania and stuff, and like, it's still not to say, I still don't believe in the diagnosis. I still don't believe in it. But she also said this is why, bipolars, they don't take meds or they don't want to, because we don't want to come down from that mania. It feels so good, we get so much done. It's like a drug. Like, we're sober and we are freaking thriving, dude. So, and she also said, like, people with addictions can tend to, when they come down from that, they want to, drink or do whatever to enhance or come back up to that mania, right? That elevated state of mind. But what's wrong with that elevated? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with that elevated state of mind? What's wrong with that? Is the problem, okay, is it that it's not consistent? Because that's what I'm going to chalk it up to. It's that I've never been able to actually maintain that for a substantial period of time, which I would call 2 to 3 years. 3 years. If I was on that and I was doing it, for 3 years, then I would say, yeah, it worked, I'm good. But, like, I'm still not going to discount any of the progress I made. I've still made progress, man. I've still come a long way. I've learned a lot. To me, it's still a journey. I'm meant to be taken lightly. It's not saying, oh, nothing's serious. That's not what I mean when I say it's not that serious. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to calm myself. Like, okay, whatever it is I'm mad about or upset about, like, it's not that serious. Like, it's really not that serious. Like, does it need to be that serious? Like, anything, Like, it doesn't. Does it? So, anyways. But, basically, it's like, bipolar 1's, like, kind of like, in a sense, I suppose, what I'm doing right now, right? I'm just, like, just roaring all this stuff off, and, like, I can't stop talking about it or thinking about it, and I'm researching, and I'm listening, and I'm, it's like, to me, that's just in my nature. I don't think anything of it when I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to know what this is about. And I'm willing to give it an honest shot. So lithium. So I'm taking lithium for it. I've done it before. I took lithium before when I just dabbled with the idea of being bipolar. I just brushed it off to the side. But, like, it's tough, man, because, like, it's one thing to be like, I have anxiety and I need a freaking Xanax, like, whatever. Like, everybody's taking Xanax and Klonopin and all this stuff, But it's another thing to be like, I'm on lithium, like, I have to get my blood levels checked, and, like, it's a serious thing. And, I'm going to actually end this clip and start a new one. So, hold on. Go to the next video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, please, because it helps support the growth of it, and I'm trying to just get this message out, and I'm trying to build, you know what I mean? I'm trying to promote positivity and love, and I am those things no matter what. Nothing defines me. I am who I say I am, regardless of anything. And we're always here, so I suppose I could dabble with bipolar and lithium and document that journey and see what it's like, or I could do this thing over here. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no rush, because we're always here. If you believe in reincarnation, I do. It makes life easier, too, to believe in it. But anyways, alright, I'm going to start a new video, so stay tuned. Go to part 2 of this video.